When James Mangold announced A Complete Unknown, a film delving into Bob Dylan's transformative rise to folk and rock legend, fans quickly began speculating about what other real-life people would show up in A Complete Unknown. Many legendary artists crossed paths with Bob Dylan, including none other than Johnny Cash, who Dylan formed a real-life friendship with. This made the Man in Black's inclusion seem likely, sparking curiosity over who might play the iconic musician. For many, there was one obvious choice. In 2005, James Mangold directed the Johnny Cash biopic Walk the Line, a critically acclaimed film chronicling Cash's ascent to fame and his struggles with addiction. The film became a box office hit and is now celebrated as one of the best musical biopics of the 21st century. Its success was driven in large part by Joaquin Phoenix's Oscar-nominated performance, which brought depth, vulnerability, and an authenticity to Cash's larger-than-life persona. Yet, when it came time for James Mangold to cast Johnny Cash in A Complete Unknown, he opted not to bring back Phoenix, a decision that proved essential for the integrity of the movie. Joaquin Phoenix returning as Johnny Cash in A Complete Unknown would have been distracting. This wasn't the line Joaquin Phoenix needed to walk. Joaquin Phoenix as Johnny Cash and Reese Witherspoon as June on stage in Walk the Line. As much as audiences loved Phoenix's portrayal of Cash in Walk the Line, bringing him back would have done more harm than good. For starters, A Complete Unknown is not a sequel or even a companion piece to Walk the Line. The film focuses on Bob Dylan, played by Timothée Chalamet, and the pivotal relationships in his early career. While Johnny Cash plays a supporting role in Dylan's story, casting Phoenix would have overshadowed the film's central narrative. Phoenix's return would have also come with significant baggage. His iconic performance in Walk the Line remains etched in viewers' minds, and seeing him reprise the role could have pulled focus away from Dylan's story. Additionally, Phoenix is no longer the right age to play Cash during this specific chapter of Dylan's life. Casting him would have required significant adjustments to the story or distracting makeup and CGI effects, none of which align with Mangold's grounded filmmaking style. Mangold's decision to start fresh with a new actor for Johnny Cash allowed A Complete Unknown to stand on its own merits. The film isn't trying to recreate Walk the Line, and avoiding casting Phoenix helped ensure that it didn't feel like it was. Luckily, Mangold found the perfect person to wear the black suit. Joaquin Phoenix's Johnny Cash return would have robbed A Complete Unknown of Boyd Holbrook's version. A Complete Unknown needed a new face for the Man in Black. Johnny Cash, Boyd Holbrook, with a cigarette in his mouth gives Bob Dylan a look as he stands in front of parked cars. Instead of bringing Phoenix back, Mangold cast the actor Boyd Holbrook as Johnny Cash. Holbrook, known for standout roles in Narcos where he played DEA agent Steve Murphy, and the calculating villain Donald Pierce in Logan, brought a fresh perspective to the role of Cash. His performance captures the essence of the man without feeling like an imitation of Phoenix or Cash himself. The decision was the right one because Holbrook's take on Cash has been praised as a highlight of A Complete Unknown. Boyd's natural charisma and nuanced acting bring authenticity to the role, making Cash feel like a real person rather than a larger-than-life icon. This version of Cash complements Dylan's journey, helping to flesh out the world around the young singer-songwriter without detracting from Chalamet's performance. If Phoenix had returned, there's a good chance Holbrook wouldn't have been cast at all. The decision to move forward with a new actor gave Mangold the freedom to cast someone who could fully inhabit the role in the context of this specific story. Holbrook's performance is a testament to why Mangold's choice was the right one. James Mangold explained why he never considered Joaquin Phoenix to be in A Complete Unknown. Joaquin Phoenix was never in the cards. James Mangold has been clear that he never considered bringing back Joaquin Phoenix for A Complete Unknown. Johnny Cash is a character in A Complete Unknown, but this is not his story. To bring Joaquin back would have sent the wrong message about the movie we're making. Mangold emphasized that Dylan's journey is the focal point, and Johnny Cash is just one of many influential figures in his orbit. While Mangold acknowledges Phoenix's incredible performance in Walk the Line, he believes that the two films are entirely separate, and casting Phoenix would have been inappropriate for this story. By recasting Cash, Mangold reinforced the idea that A Complete Unknown is about Dylan's relationships, collaborations, and creative evolution. Holbrook's performance adds depth to the story without taking it over, something that may not have been possible with a more recognizable actor like Phoenix in the role.